The next roster update in with the show 22 is less than a week away, and it might just be the biggest roster update we've gotten all year long. Last roster update, a little bit of an interesting one. We saw quite a bit of downgrades across the board, but this looks to be like the defensive attribute update is going to be coming here in this next roster update. Of course, no guarantee on that. That aligns with when we got it last year, and with the smaller sample size of games due to the All-Star game, makes sense to kind of have that supplement this update. We could be in for some massive changes. As we hop in, we got quite a few names to talk about today. If y'all want early access to videos just like these, and you want to support me as a full-time content creator as well, consider becoming a channel member here on the YouTube channel. As long as you're on the browser, you'll see that join button right next to the subscribe button. If you join at level 2 or higher, you get early access to videos just like these, and all YouTube members get access to our special Discord room where we're always chatting about roster updates, the best plays going on right now. Let's go ahead though. We got quite a few names to go through. Let's hop into it. First off, out the gate, a guy who was a little bit interesting that he didn't go up last update. Juan Soto has probably been the best player in baseball so far in July. He's batting 396, 421 versus lefties, and that is obviously the key. You can see looking at his card, 50 contact versus left. He took that a little personally. He's currently batting 421 versus lefties. He has a 368 ISO all around as well, so power upgrade probably not going to happen there, but he's showing enough power to keep that there. He gets that massive upgrade in contact left, maybe even a little bit contact right. He's batting 396 overall. He's still batting 370 or so versus right-handed pitching so far in July. He's been on an absolute tear, possibly trying to up that grade value just a little bit. Take a look at the marketplace, 1800 on the sell now. I don't think a +3 is out of the question at all. Juan Soto is one of the best players in the game. He should be a diamond and will be the show. I think he's going to get back to diamond much sooner rather than later, especially with how he's currently hitting. So 1800, you still got room to make 1200 profit, and that's just if he goes up to the 85. He's definitely a guy that can go higher than that. If Juan Soto isn't the hottest player in baseball, it might just be Corey Seager here coming out of the All-Star break. We can see looking at his card just 80 overall, but 55 contact, 65 contact on the right and left. That provides a card with a ton of room to grow. It's honestly impressive that he has that 80 overall as it is. That power is helping hold him up quite a bit because that contact very low. Yet when you take a look at his number, 333 average so far in the month of July. He's hitting both righties and lefties with a 364 isolated power as well. So certainly a little bit of room to grow, at least on the power versus right side. Power versus left probably going to stay there, but some nice solid contact bumps for a guy like Corey Seager, and he's suddenly pushing into that 82 83 overall range, and then possibly a candidate for some fielding upgrades as well. He hasn't been that poor defensively at shortstop so far this year, so maybe he sees some slight adjustments there, and that's what bumps him up another 1 or 2 overall. Big thing for Corey Seager, he's not getting as unlucky anymore. He's had one of the most significant differences between his batting average and his expecting batting average in the entire MLB. So it was bound to turn around eventually. I think heading into this hot stretch, he was batting 230 or so, but had an expected batting average based off his exit velocities and how he was hitting the ball of 296. So he's definitely still due for some more luck to come his way as well. I think this is just kind of the start of the hot streak. Seager finally feeling comfortable having the ball drop a little bit his way. 461 on the price, so 61 stubs above that quick sell value, but still under what an 81 overall quick sell should be. And Corey Seager is a guy that should be pretty close to a lock to get up to at least that 81. Next guy we got here, our first big play really for the defensive update, Dansby Swanson. His offensive attributes, maybe there could be some changes there. There probably will be some slight adjustments. I don't see any significant moves happening across that front, especially with power. Only has a sub 100 isolated power so far in the month of July, so power hasn't been there. He's still hitting for average, so maybe some slight bumps there. A 70 fielding, 54 arm, 85 accuracy, 71 reaction. I think that is where Dansby can really grow with this roster update and get a +2, possibly even a +3, depending on how high his defense goes. Dansby has 10 outs above averages so far at the shortstop position. That is close to the top of the league, and 4 defensive runs saved is significant when you look at what he did last year, where he had -7 defensive run saves. So a lot of his 70 field fielding rating is based off that -7 defensive runs saved he had last year. He's back being a positive defensive shortstop this year, one of the better defensive shortstops in the league. Even a bump up to an 80 and 85, that is going to make a significant difference to what Dansby's looking like overall. +4, probably going to be a tough to get, but I think a +2, +3, very, very doable here for Dansby. Going at 821 on the sell now, so he's above that of the 81 quick sell, but still under that 82 quick sell. So as long as you were to get to 83 or an 84, you'd be in the profit. Back up here again with another guy that I'm looking essentially solely at defensively here in Alejandro Kirk. You can see he already has the diamond hitting shield on his card. He has really good offensive attributes. He definitely has some room to grow power wise, but so far in the month of July, we're not seeing any more power that would significantly move his card in any one direction or another. Yeah, take a look at his fielding. You see a 57 fielding, 68 arm, 56 accuracy, 63 reaction, 55 blocking. That is not great for a catcher yet. You take a look at Alejandro Kirk, 6 defensive runs saved so far this season. That is closer to the top of the league amongst catchers. Definitely a guy who just didn't have a sample size, didn't have a track record, so he wasn't able to be properly rated defensively well. We're seeing what he can do defensively so far this season, and it has been a very, very positive and solid defender. A lot of times we have younger players and rookies significantly underrated on their fielding attributes just because we don't know too much, and then when we get that fielding update for the year, they see some massive bumps. So Kirk could be that guy this time. He's a guy that I think has the ability to get that +4 and become a diamond. Obviously, he was the all-star game starter. He's having an incredible year. He needs some big moves offensively. I think he is in line to get them. 840 on the sell now. So again, above 81 quick sell, but under that 82 quick sell, he should be looking pretty close to a lock to go up at least +1. I have Kirk possibly even getting a +4 up to 85. Similar to Alejandro Kirk, another guy whose defense is just underrated in game due to not having the sample size of him at the major league level. It's Julio Rodriguez. 64 fielding is not going to be staying. It's pretty easy to see that he's going to get some solid bumps there and could use some offensive bumps as well. So far, a 250 isolated power in July. We saw the kind of power he could put on during the home run derby. Obviously, his performance in the home run derby doesn't directly equate to getting an attribute upgrade on the show, but it's a clear sign that that power is there. He's gonna continue to hit for power, possibly hit for more power during the second half of the season. Get some power upgrades there, contact upgrades out the gate significantly. Fielding upgrades, he just needs a +2 for diamond. I think he's gonna get enough fielding upgrades to get that +2 for diamond. 21.25 right now on the sell now, but again, he goes diamond. You're locking in some profit there, and he's a guy who can easily go well past 85 overall diamond. We're talking 86, 87. He has 90+ diamond potential with proper fielding on this card and some contact and power boost. Definitely doable. Possibly even could happen this year. Depends on how much of a fielding upgrade that he gets. Currently rocking 2 defensive runs saved, 5 outs above average, above the league average player right there. So he's doing pretty well. He's that fielding bump. Should be in line to get that come Friday, assuming we are getting that fielding attribute upgrade. Moving on now, possible future Yankee Luis Castillo here. He's been on fire recently. When we look at his card, we can see case per 9 and walks per 9. That's where we got room to grow. That's what we want to watch with Castillo. If he can limit those 2 things, he is going to continue to move up in overall. And we can see he has 11 case per 9 over his last 4 starts. Been walking a couple people. We can see over his last 4 starts, he has 11 case per 9. So definitely some worthwhile upgrades incoming on that case per 9 attribute. He has still been walking some guys, so we probably don't see a walks per 9 upgrade, but case per 9, one of the most impactful attributes to pitcher overall. So a nice bump to the case per 9 could get Castillo looking up into the 82, 83 range. Additionally, we will look at his hits per 9 as well. 17 hits in his last 4 starts over 27 innings. So not bad at all there. Probably doesn't go up, but definitely doesn't get a downgrade. So he's positioned himself nicely to get a nice case per 9 upgrade and start moving his way up, possibly creeping into that diamond tier, sitting at 602. So right at quick sell value here for Luis Castillo, 2 stubs above quick sell value. A really strong buy. Moving on now, we got Julio Urias. If you've been watching roster update videos, one look at this card should tell you everything you need to know about what we need Julio Urias to do. That is strike out batters. He has 81 hits per 9. That's really nice. 76 walks per 9. That's really nice, but a 56 Ks per 9. It's honestly impressive to be an 81 overall with a 56 Ks per 9. Yet, over his last 4 starts, he has 10 Ks per 9, 1.3 walks per 9. Unfortunately, 19 hits and 20 in a third inning, so hopefully he doesn't get too big of a knock there on his hits per 9. But any knock he gets on his hits per 9 should be made up by Ks per 9 upgrade as well. Maybe have a really nice start where he limits those hits as well to get those hits per 9 back in line a little bit. Urias looking really nice. That Ks per 9 has a ton of room to grow, and he's another guy right there at 603, right at quick sell value. Makes him a super firm buy too. Just a few names left. We're back in Seattle here with Robbie Ray, looking like the guy who won the Cy Young last year. We can see Ks per 9 and walks per 9. That's what we got to keep an eye on the most. That's what we need Robbie Ray to limit. Well, over his last 4 starts, what has he done? 12.9 Ks per 9 and 2.4 walks per 9 over his last 4 starts. That is significant. Walks per 9, not as crazy. Maybe some very slight adjustments there, but a 13 Ks per 9 is insane for a starting pitcher. Robbie Ray in line for some significant Ks per 9 upgrades. Just needing a +3 to go diamond. He started the year as a diamond. We know he can be a diamond. A Ks per 9 bump could get him +3 up to diamond. 906 right now on the sell now, so 6 stubs above that 82 overall quick sell value. An incredible value here in Robbie Ray. Those last 3 pitchers we looked at, really awesome value. Lots of super strong buys. Market is still down from the All-Star game content, absolutely crashing things, sending the market tumbling. This is your chance to come in, take advantage of it. Get on a guy like Robbie Ray, who's poised to be getting back into the diamond tier at some point this year. You get him for 900 subs. That is a massive return on your investment. Next up, obviously, if we talking defense, we got to talk Gleber. The hitting attributes are there for Gleber. He has solid hitting attributes, especially that power versus left. He can grow some contact right, power right, but not expecting too many offensive differences right now for Gleber. What I want to look at is that 42 fielding rating. That is absolutely abysmal to go along with 42 accuracy and 42 reaction. One of the worst defenders rating-wise here in MLB The Show 22, but Gleber has not been that bad defensively this year. Now, he hasn't been great. He's not going to go win a gold glove, but by virtue of just being an average defender, Gleber has positioned himself to be in line for some significant upgrades defensively. And if he can just get up to a 50, 60 fielding rating, that is going to throw his overall to the moon, because it's bringing his card down so much right now. The slightest defensive bump for a second baseman is going to be hugely significant for a guy that already has diamond hitting shield on his card, as we can see there. So he's creeping up into that 50, 60 fielding range. Just have him rated as a league average defender, which for all intents and purposes, he has been a league average defender this year. Gleber easily getting into the gold range. He could go even higher. We could be looking at 82, 83, a +10. Not going to happen, but like there's always a shot. Enough defensive upgrades, but I could see Gleber landing into the 81, 82 range for a guy. 189 stubs right now. Definitely well above that 75 quick sell, but well under even just the 80 overall gold quick sell. I think Gleber with the defensive attribute update is easily into the gold tier. Just a matter of where he lands within that tier. Finally, we got Teoscar Hernandez. They massacred my boy during the last roster update. They brought him down to a 79. Disrespectful. Teoscar's been crushing it this year. Now we look at his card. What does he need? Contact right, power right. That's what he needs. He was just a part of that Blue Jays onslaught on the Red Sox last night. I believe he went 3 for 5 with a home run, something of that nature. Who didn't go 3 for 5 with a home run on the Blue Jays last night? Teoscar, though, contact right, power right. That's what he needs. He has a 347 average versus righties and a 306 isolated power so far in the month of July, to go along with batting 304 with a 261 isolated power in July overall. So he's hitting overall incredibly, and he's even specifically dominating righties right now. Contact right, power right. We can see the +15 to both of those gets him all the way up to an 83. He's in line for some significant upgrades there. Possibly some fielding adjustments as well. He's close to the top of the league in arm strength so far this year. Our arm on Fangraphs. So maybe that 76 arm gets up closer to a 90. Helps him get another +1 in this roster update. That gives you that little bit more value. 3 356 on the sell now, so he is very close to that gold overall quick sell value. But I see Teoscar getting back up into that 81, 82 range with the proper bumps versus right that he deserves. A beefy one this go around. That's what I got today. As always, y'all enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Comment down below who y'all are investing in, and if y'all have any questions on anybody. I try to get around to as many people as possible. I can't answer everybody. If you want, though, definitely feel free to come by our Twitch live stream, twitch.tv/Ance Armstrong. I'm a lot more responsive to chat and questions over there. As always, though, y'all enjoyed the video. Definitely be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Until next time, I'll catch y'all around.